The modern internet is very different, not only with everything being so fast, so punctual with shorts, reels, TikTok, and even videos like these represented in a fast and summarized way, but in addition to all of that, many people, maybe even you, tend to sit down to study or to just be entertained, open a video, and almost instinctively increase the playback speed. At first, you feel so smart, you're saving time, consuming more, staying efficient. While other people watch one video, you can watch two, three, maybe even five. But somewhere in the middle of all of that acceleration, a quiet question appears. Does quantity really equals quality? Are we actually learning something or just throwing information to our faces without sticking with any of that? For this, the researchers of this study here wanted to answer this practical question. Does increasing video playback speed actually improve learning, or does it just create this illusion of productivity? And to test this, they divided students by ability level and exposed them to different playback speeds from normal to 1.25x, 1.5x, and 2x. Then they measured comprehension and retention. What were those students really getting for themselves? How much mental energy is required, therefore, to process this information? And the idea is simple. If the speed is too slow, attention drops. If it is too fast, the brain becomes overloaded. And their methodology showed this clear pattern. Students with lower prior ability learned best at 1.25x, while higher ability students perform better at 1.5x. But once playback reached 2x, learning dropped significantly across all of the groups. The explanation was this: the cognitive overload, too much information, too fast, and not enough processing time. The results therefore suggest an inverted U-shaped curve. Increasing speed really helps us at some point, but then it becomes too harmful. And median speeds from 1.25x to 1.5x produce optimal cognitive load, enough stimulation to maintain focus, but not so much the comprehension collapses altogether. Higher ability students tend to tolerate faster speeds better, while lower ability students tend to suffer more from those speeds variations. And here's where I disagree slightly with the purely technical interpretation. Learning isn't only about absorbing. It's also about rhythm, about tone, pauses, human expression, and of course, emotions. I've already made a video about this in which I say how much the learning parts of our brains are really associated and pretty close with those others that are related to memory. So we need emotions to learn. And when we are watching all of this in this very high speed, only technical, it really makes you wonder what emotions can you really get from that, because it is too technical. Personally, I like letting people's words reverberate in my head, this internal echo manner. It shapes how we think, it shapes how we speak, and how we understand others as well. When everything is about speed, learning just becomes too mechanical. You may retain some facts, but you lose those subtle things, the cadence, the emotional nuance, the narrative flow, even the associations, the memories that you can create with this. Especially if you plan to speak publicly or to teach, those elements really, really matter. So while the study is correct biologically, faster playback increases cognitive load and median speeds optimizes efficiency, but it ignores this more human dimension. We don't just learn content, we absorb people. And if you want an example, just, again, watch this other video that I've made. Our brains cannot keep the pace. It isn't built for that. You can watch it and know what is in the video, but our ability to hold that in our brains, to keep it in our minds, It needs all of those human connections, those patience, those more natural consistencies, which is very ironic. After all, people use higher speed to watch videos due to a supposed efficiency. But what a thing to discover when you realize that you are just wasting your time by throwing a bunch of things and contents in your face without any of that sticking to it. People are not computers. You cannot treat learning like data consumption. We need many other things for that to happen. For now, we can say that real learning isn't only about efficiency, it is about this integration. If you only optimize for speed, you gain knowledge, but you lose the texture, the depth, the meaning, and without that, your knowledge becomes shallow. And luckily, again, I've made a video a while ago if you're interested in some tricks to improve your memory. If you're interested in a psychological consultation, you can also check the link in the description and book a session with me. My name is Julio Cesar. I'm a clinical psychologist in Brazil, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.